Hello, everyone. It is I, Mike V. Welcome back once again to the Monday Mic Drop. We are on episode number 30. Today is Monday, March 3rd, 2025. Hope everyone is having a good start to their week. We'll just wait a couple minutes for folks to join in. Matt's already here. Matt got the message on Discord. All right. So we pretty much have just one bit of news. And then we've got our usual video poker group challenge. Yeah, we're just marching on through the days. I'll answer your questions. Hope everyone woke up better than I did this morning. Early this morning, I had the allergy eyes, and my left eye hurt so much. I mean, hopefully it doesn't look too bad, but I mean, it took an hour before it got better. My goodness. And we've had, I don't know if you guys can hear it through the microphone's picking it up, but we have a lot of wind. We've had high winds the last few days, and last night especially. And that's probably contributing to it, blowing bad air all over the place. Marching through March, exactly. All right, let me just double check something here. All right, if you guys are already tuned in, all right, let's get started. Okay. Looks like the stream's doing well as well. But all right, okay, so let's start off with. Let me just double check here. Let's start off with viewer submissions for big video poker wins. And I believe this was Dale. Yeah, Dale posted one from his recent trip. I'll go ahead and show it off here. If you have a big win you want to share with us, you can join our Discord server. You should see a link in the description. I think I have a link in the description here for this stream. And you can post it in the video poker section. And here is Dale, lost in Carolina. Played, I don't know if it was him or if it was his wife, but got the 4 deuces on quarter denomination for 1,000 quarters, $250. So that was an excellent session there. I think overall you said you did pretty well for that trip. So yeah, congratulations. Okay, back to the web camera. I saw the thumbnail. I think it was recommended to me. I have to check it out. Don't spoil it. I've just been way too busy the last few days. And everybody in my family wanted my attention. But I did see the I did see it appear on my YouTube recommends. So yeah, I'll be sure to check it out. I need to get more involved in giving my 2 cents in the poker world. I don't do that. I'm not that public about things. I should probably do that more. Put myself out there and give my own suggestions, opinions, all that stuff. With I don't know. I don't really want to button myself into the drama of others, but but all right, I'll be sure to do that probably right as we get started with the tournament. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and just get through the big news that shout out to Proud Monkey for bringing this to my attention, and I put it in the title for this stream. And that is some new video poker in Vegas. I'll go ahead and pull up VP Free 2. So for those of you who or you're new to my channel and you haven't seen this website yet. So this is a basically a database of video poker games across the U.S. and Canada, and I think almost every casino is listed here. And you can find where the best pay tables are in and where at each casino is located. So the big update here, if you happen to be visiting Vegas soon, is at the Rio Hotel in Vegas. Has just added 8 machines consisting of full pay jacks or better and full pay bonus poker, starting at a quarter denomination. So if we go to the comments here, we could see that this is fresh within the last 24 hours. Yeah, new machines, 8 added, 25 cent, 50 cent, $1, $2, and $5 denomination at 8-5 bonus poker, 9-7 double bonus, and 9-6 jacks or better, as well as also 98.61% super double bonus. And those 8 machines are located in front of the sports book. So it's good. It's good to see that some casinos are adding better pay tables, are improving their choices for video poker players. So that's pretty cool. So if you happen to be going to Vegas and for some reason you like playing at the Rio, there's your choice right there. There's your update. Okay. I guess we might as well go ahead and get started with the video poker group challenge. So last week's group challenge was pick a multiplier poker. If you saw that video, you would have noticed that I was up and down quite a bit, but I ended up with a score of minus 150. So almost even, but I knew at some point someone was going to get a massive score, especially since the potential. We had 16 total opponents, and Armchair Chef was the winner with a score of positive 15,470. So yeah, big win there. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah, I think I also saw the news about the palms as well. With the blackjack. I think that's what was mentioned as well. The I think it was making all the blackjack tables 3-2. I think that was the news. And could also be the Rio buying market share. Yeah. Especially since now they're no longer. I'm assuming they're no longer part of Caesars, right? Yeah, because they've sold it. I mean, I haven't been to that casino, to be honest. So I usually stay on Strip. So, but yeah, and yeah, Matt, you've confirmed it. Table games all have the best rules. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. When are we going to see a Strip casino do that though? Because Rio is still technically not on the Strip, but it is pretty close though. I will say. $5 tables at 3-2. Wow, that's a throwback. I mean, to get $5, I'll pull up your comment. To get $5 minimums at 3-2, I mean, you'd have to go to like Carson City, Nevada, or something. I think they still have it at some of those local places there, especially. And I'm trying to all of the the smaller tribal casinos that we typically visit, I think they're all 3-2 from what I've observed. But I don't think $5 you're able to find though at those particular locations. But there is an electronic blackjack at one of the places we typically go to, and I can see right there it pays 3-2. So that's I mean, obviously you don't get the full experience with the dealer if it's electronic, but 3-2 nonetheless, though, and you'll be able to get $5 there. Yeah. They haven't killed the row yet, El Dorado, Silver Legacy, and Reno. At least when it comes to video poker, they haven't killed the El Dorado yet, in terms of their video poker offerings. Those machines are still there from like, I don't know how many years, at least as long as I've been that I've been old enough to gamble. I turned 21 in 2012, so and they've been there at least that that long, if not longer. Those banks of Game King machines with the 9-6 jacks are better with the progressive for the royal flush at a quarter denomination, as well as not so ugly deuces and bonus poker and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, the three casinos at Reno of the Row and downtown are all Caesars properties, but the Eldorado still has good video poker. Silver Legacy is, I did spot, when I went last year, I reported those, 9-6 jacks are better and 8-5 bonus poker were on those newer machines in a circular pattern next to the poker room, but VP Free 2 didn't list those, it seemed, and now VP Free 2 says that those machines are that there aren't anymore. They removed all the single hand 9-6 jacks are better games from the list on VP Free 2, but a lot of those on that on this on VP Free 2 were not there to begin. Like they hadn't been updated for so long, so it could have been just cleaning up. But we'll see how long those machines at Eldorado last. Right? Yeah, I didn't think it was possible either. But yeah, it it was very simple looking. It had yeah, it was electronic, obviously, with like 5 or 6 machines, where you could sit at, yeah, as typical. But it had a but the big screen that could be seen from the opposite side of the room. It was just like a copy of the felt, the virtual felt, and it said blackjacks pay 3 to 2 right on it. It was visible and it was obvious, and the minimum bet was $5. And yeah, it showed the hands of the people who were playing, so you could actually watch from far away. How they're doing, hitting, standing, all that stuff. So wasn't that much privacy on that one. That's something interesting to share. Yikes! If those rumors are true. But I mean, gosh, Caesars keep, and this is not even the old Caesars. This is, I haven't, I'm not, I don't pay attention to corporate, but Caesars merged with Eldorado, and it's the Eldorado management that took over and kept the Caesars name. And previous to that, it was Harrah's taking over Caesars and taking the Caesars name from. Well, what's with all these mergers and acquisitions, and they can't even. I remember a decade ago looking at the stock market just randomly and looking at Caesars Entertainment's ticker symbol and the fact that they had a negative equity, and therefore the yield was like, obviously they didn't pay dividends, of course, because they didn't have any money for dividends, and of course many companies don't do dividends. Instead, they keep retained earnings for the share prices to grow instead. But I think I remember seeing that they were already in they were like the negative earnings, the earnings per share were in the negatives, like even back then. And that's why they sold the WSOP. Yeah, I mean, they're so big. Yeah. And I don't have a what you might call it, a personal loyalty to Caesars. Personally, obviously, my parents get the free rooms from them because they play more than I do, and they get regular room offers. I probably do too, but I just get them in emails. But I don't think they're as great as my parents because they play more. Obviously, bigger budget, and they play more slots. I play more video poker, so no surprising there what their the that company's priorities are. With giving room offers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel here, see what our group challenge is going to be. So we've got 8 games still. I haven't added any new ones just yet. We'll add some probably for next week. Oh, Wild 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 Poker. I think I showcased that one time, and I found it quite an odd one. But yeah, all right, we're gonna do Wild 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 Poker. All right, let me go ahead and set it up. Create new challenge. All right, 50 opponents max. Wild Wild Wild. Sure, 100 deals, 6 days. Okay. 553161 is the challenge ID. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, the MGM and Boyd ecosystems. I really ventured to see those properties. Right. Speaking of MGM, I still, yeah, I do recall. Yeah, I did get the MGM card when I first visited Vegas post turning 21. This is when I went with my friend for a conference back in the summer of 2013. Um, However, for a while I lost the card, but and any future trip to Vegas where I had an opportunity potentially to get the new, to get a new one, a replacement one, it almost never happened because we always just go past it because I'm just going, following where the family wants to go and all that stuff, and they've got different priorities. I don't mind, I don't have a preference or anything like that because I've gotten mellowed out, from the. I mentioned this story multiple times, but I'll say it again. I've gone through the 5 stages of grief when it comes to slots, way back in my teens, early 20s. So it's like, um, you know, wherever I go, it's like they're going to be the same machines, and I'll go where they have good video poker, and and when I see something good, I'll play there, I'll put more of my volume there, One of these days, though, I'm going to have to eventually start making my own solo trips. And then I'm going to have to make a decision at that point, you know, where to put my loyalty to, and all that stuff. once that happens. Yeah, Matt, exactly. I guess while we're in the topic of Vegas, I might as well bring this up, So right now, my mom specifically is trying to look for a timeshare exchange where she, because they my parents own a timeshare, and they do an exchange to try, to get a week at a different place. In this case, Vegas. We're trying right now to find a suitable exchange during the week of G2E, and once she finds it and is able to nab it, I'll be sure to make an announcement here of my eventual trip there. Once that's booked, I can officially announce it. So that's what we're hoping here. We're hoping to try to make it for that week in October for the Global Gaming Expo. It'll also be when Gamble Smart is going to be there, of course. So there'll be a meetup, definitely for sure. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up here. So if you guys just tuned in, Wild 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 Poker is our group challenge. Ends on March 9th. and I'll be sure to play it and record it during this week. And as for other updates, day 5 footage of the Poker Marathon week. That is nearly finished with the editing. I have the clip selected, so that one's another long one. So I'll be sure to get that up for you pretty soon. So expect to see that in the upcoming next couple of days. Hopefully tomorrow. Okay. So we've got still a little over a half hour left of the stream. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me, feel free to do so. I guess I can load up a video poker game while we're at it. If you haven't seen last week's stream, I did showcase. I did showcase what it's like for me to use free play in video poker. I played $40 worth of free play because that's the free play that I received in the mail for one of our one of our usual stops up in in Northern California, and I simulated basically playing 32 hands, which is $40 at quarters, and showed off how much was left at the end, and that session it was 35. So yeah, pretty good conversion rate for free play if you play video poker, especially a low volatile one like bonus poker, as shown. Restudying your under 15 big blind shove reshove range is very fun. If you like tournaments where you go all in, play spin and goes. Late last year, I think it was in December. For some reason, I decided, you know what? Let me listen. Let me watch the lessons on spin and goes by I think it was Spraggy, who does those lessons for Poker Stars, and yeah, you've got it like it's. I think it was pocket deuces or threes if you're dealt that on the very first hand, 25 big blinds effective, because that's what you start with on hand one on a spin and go. I think it's pocket deuces or pocket threes, maybe both, and you're on the button. The GTO move is to just go all in right then and there. I gotta rewatch it, but definitely. But that's yeah. If you like going all in, if you like tournaments where you like to go all in quite a bit, you play spin and goes. And yeah, it's an inevitable in tournament poker in any tournament. I mentioned spin and goes, but obviously, even in an MTT or in a sit and go, standard tournament, you're going to be short stacked a lot of the time. And yeah, that is true. Yep, just make it easy on yourself. just rip it in. All right. Let's see. Continue asking questions or contributing to the conversations while I look up something else to play. I guess I could load up Wild Wild Wild. It's already listed here, so obviously I've played it before. All right, let let me load it. Let me show you guys my screen here. Okay, should be able to see it good. Okay. So yeah, if I recall this game, you get like wilds if I recall. Oh, didn't mean to go there. A little bonus. When eligible, the wild features initiate on an average of 1 and 1 and almost 1 and 2. Okay. So it's an additional 5 credits on top. 1 to 3 wild cards are added to each deck. So yeah, it gives the possibility of like 5 of a kinds and other possible hands. Okay. Let's go ahead and play it. And look at that. So it looks like we got 3 wilds. So we got all three possible wilds. So you can get 5 aces, you can get 5 of a kind. Yeah, 5 deuce 3s and 4s, and 5 5s through kings. This is part of the options. Doesn't look like there's anything else to hold though. We have a 9, 7, and a 3 and a deuce. How does this work again? Let me continue playing. Put my volume down a bit. All right, 2 pair. Yeah, that was confusing. Why was there a wild on the middle? So here that doesn't happen. Instead, we got the feature 2 wilds awarded. That was strange. Okay, and then the wilds appear here. Or maybe it does supposed to appear there, but I guess I didn't get any. Okay, so it's added to the deck. Man, it's been a long time. I think I recall when I showcased this game previously, a number of months ago, I was able to understand it, but I guess that's what happens when you don't play it for too long. Okay, so I guess the number of wilds are just added to the deck. Okay, then that makes it even more difficult. All right, so we have 1 awarded. Pair of 10s. Or is it 1 awarded guaranteed, or is it per deck? And that's what I'm trying to understand here. Okay, they're added to each deck. Is there any card? Okay. So yeah, it's a 53 to 55 card deck as a result. Okay. Alright, I get it now. We got one wild added, so it just basically adds it to the deck, and it makes it possible to receive it on the draw. And then that first hand that you saw earlier, it came on the deal as well. But I didn't get any more after that. Okay. Got it. Alright, pair of aces. Didn't get it at all. Alright, we got 3. And we got junk. 9, 8, 6, 4, 3. 3, 4, 8 of hearts is not a straight flush. So we'll just go ahead and discard all. 3 of a kind. Yep. 2 of them awarded. Pair of queens. Yep. They're coming more often now. Pair of jacks. Oh, there we go. 4 jacks with 2 wild cards. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. So that counts as a 3 of a kind as stated. Huh. What's the best move here? Is it just to hold the wild cards? I would guess. Or is it to hold the straight flush? Straight flush only pays 250 though, and you can get a 4 of a kind probably just as easily. If you get a pair. I don't know. It's interesting. Not to mention it could be any pair. You're not fixated to one type of pair. So that's pretty cool. Let's just hold the wild cards. The 2 wilds. All right. Look at that. 4 2s, 3s, and 4s. 4 5s through kings. 4 aces. And 4 4s with a 3 kicker. Look at that. That's the excitement, I guess, is if you get the maximum number of wilds awarded and they come on the deal. I mean, that's unbelievable, too. Man, there was a chance at the 5 of a kinds. Almost a royal flush here on this one. That's such a random assortion of hands, too. All right, let's continue. All right, 3 awarded. We don't have any in the deal. What do we got here, though? We have just a queen. Okay. Oh. Pair of 9s. Two wilds awarded. Queen Jack. Good thing I'm practicing this now so I can better understand it when I actually end up recording my playthrough of the group challenge. 2 wilds awarded, pair of queens. Didn't get any. Well, I got 1 wild card, and it came on the deal, so I shouldn't get any more. But definitely, I'm going to be holding that and the pair of 7s because it's 3 of a kind. So 5 of a kind is on the table for any of the 10 hands here. All right, let's do it. Man, and you think you'd have a twice the chance of getting 4 sevens, but oh well. Pair of sixes. Three with straight flush, 2 gaps. That's not enough. We can hold the high card. Pair of kings. Ooh. 3 awarded and 1 came on the deal. With 3 fours. All right. So plenty of opportunities possibly for 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind even. All right. Full house. You got 4 fours there. Another full house. Better than nothing, I guess. Pair of sevens. Wow, nothing. 1 wild. King Jack. Pair of threes. Two pair. Pair of sevens. One wild, and it came on the deal. 3 sevens. This is the same as before. Full house. Same result as before, it looks like. Okay, just the queen. All right, pair of nines. Okay, pair of queens. None came. Ooh. Look how close to the royal that was. Pair of jacks. Six. Okay, pair of jacks. Oh, 4 jacks there, thanks to the wilds. Flush draw. What is it? Just the queen. All right, couple of nines. Oh, 4 nines. All right, 3 wilds, but not good holdings, just the queen. Pair of tens. King, queen of hearts with 3 added wilds. Let's get a royal flush. Of course not. Only a couple times a wild appeared. Ooh, dealt straight. Only double my bet, though. Oh, the 1 wild appeared. So it's a pair of kings. We got a flush draw, and we also got a royal draw. Huh. I'd say we'd go for the royal. Why not? We're guaranteed a win as well. So we'll hold the 10 of clubs as well. Let's go ahead and hold this. Did get a flush, a straight. Pair of tens. Pair of sixes. An ace. Play a few more hands and then we'll switch games. Oh, man. Straight flush draw. 5 of diamonds missing. This is natural, too. No wild cards. 3 flushes. Alright. Oop. Dealt straight. We'll play one more hand. Then we'll switch it to something else. Pair of fives. Alright. So, it doesn't say how many hands I played, but I'm surprised I'm actually up. Positive score. I hope this luck translates to the group challenge. Okay. Let me go ahead and just load up the regular video poker lobby here. And all right, we'll see if another game comes to mind, but let me check YouTube Studio, see how everything is. We've got 6 of you guys watching right now, it looks like. If you got any questions or you want to say hi, please put it in the chat. I definitely appreciate it. And And also hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so yet, if you're enjoying the stream. For those of you in the online poker club, we've got our tournament coming up in about a half hour. So right after the stream, we'll go ahead and play it. I believe it is an Omaha tournament today. And also, for those of you who are in the club who are on the Discord server, I posted a message asking if you guys want to see a freeze out as part of Monday's tournament rotation. Matt obviously responded to that. So I think we might just go ahead and do it. I'll have to figure out the best possible structure. Obviously, the one that I used for the for Poker Marathon Week, it's going to be adjusted from that. It's not going to be the exact same structure because I think I used a short stack structure for the freezed out, and I think it was too short. So I think I'll probably, and I also used I think a longer blind list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it the same structure as our normal tournament. So 5,000 starting stack, 10 and 5-minute blind levels, turbo, but with a much shorter time of late registration. I don't even know if should I have late registration? Because I know in a freeze out you'd like to it might incentivize late registration. But the main purpose of having late registration on my tournaments is so for those who maybe forget and are habitually late, but that might just be encouraging it though. But if anything, it'll probably just be like 10 minutes max. It'll be a short late registration period. But yeah, and freeze outs, of course, mean you enter once, and once you're knocked out, you are out. Cannot rebuy. And also, you guys, let me know if you want higher stakes games as well, play money wise, because I could set. Poker Shows, I think, only allows me to set 4 different buy-ins for play money, even though if you go to the public tables, you could find much higher buy-ins. Like 20,000 is obviously the cheapest, and that's what I usually set it at. So for it helps those who just signed up for an account, first time around, they don't have many chips to begin with. They can hop right in. That's why I set it at the lowest. But you can also set them at 50,000, 100,000, and 500,000 is the highest that I could set it at. As a buy-in for a club tournament. And cash games, for some reason, I have all the options available as you would on the public table, so I could set the lowest cash game stakes that I could set for the home game are 100, 200 blinds with a 20,000 chip max buy-in, while I could set the highest to be as much as 5 billion chips with a 25 million, 50 million blinds. Okay. We've got 10 more minutes. Let me see if I any other news I could bring up while waiting for any other comments or questions. I guess I could announce this. Our next family trip across our typical Northern California casinos that we go to is going to be this upcoming weekend. So it should be, I think we leave on the evening Friday, March 7th. So in 4 days' time. I'll probably hop along and go with my parents over this time around. The last couple of visits they did, I refused because I was just didn't feel like going. And and the last time, which was during the weekend of President's Day, that was when I was hosting hosting Poker Marathon Week, so I couldn't go that time. So this time I probably will go along because I do have free play I want to use. And it's been a while. It's been since New Year since I've stepped foot in a casino. So the being sick of it back during that week long hop, across multiple casinos. It's been long enough now. I'm ready to go back. Who messaged me? I keep remind you that I'm streaming. Okay. All right, now let me go ahead and load up one more game for the next 8 minutes before we wrap things up. Just realized it seems to be quite a slow day today for the stream. I mean, I would bring the time back to its old time, but the problem is that we have the poker tournament now, which is why the stream is taking place 2 hours earlier than it used to when I first launched the Monday Mic Drop. I think at some point I do want to split this kind of stream into two separate shows. The Q&A type show I might do as like an official podcast, while the play in front of the computer screen I might do that as like as a separate type of stream. Maybe for those of you who have been subscribed for a long time ago, well, not long time ago, but maybe just 3 years ago, you might have remembered I used to do a stream called the Friday Free for All, where I would just play games for an hour or an hour and a half, usually video poker, but possibly something else. That would be interesting to maybe bring that back. Maybe I'll bring it back when I'm in Costa Rica. I don't know. Hey, Robin, I was wondering when you were gonna show up. You showed up near the end of the stream. Because didn't you say you had today off or something? Hey, glad you made it. And yeah, I did see you are registered for the tournament, so we'll get to play shortly. All right. Ah, that's why. Okay, dental appointment. Well, that's good news at the very least. I've lost count of the number of you guys who have either just came back from Vegas or are going to Vegas. Because I know some of you guys have had Vegas trips either last week or they're upcoming quite shortly. You guys want to share in the comments or in the chat rather? And yeah, for everybody also who's just tuned in late, be sure to watch the very beginning of the stream for the announcements that I've made and the news that I've shared at the very beginning. There we go. I figured Robin's trip was going to be very soon. So yeah, it's this Saturday. All right, or no, not Saturday. It's May 8th. May 8th is Thursday. So wow, the big 6-0. Yeah, yeah, getting there. My obviously, I remember when my parents were reached that. Obviously, you're not too far off from them. By the way, a little bit of a little bit of a guess right there, but come on, you're bet your spirit is much younger than that, Robin. And Matt says he was supposed to be going in April, but now looks like October or November. See if you can go during G2E. I don't, obviously I don't know your plans, but obviously we're trying to aim for that as well. I guess I'll mention it here again, in case those of you have missed it. Um, we're trying to see if we could do a timeshare exchange to get a suitable uh, location in Vegas during the week of the of G2E, once that is confirmed, yeah, because this is my parents' timeshare, that's up to them for that. Then I'll be making the announcement, and then we can go ahead and have a meetup with Mark, Dave, and myself. Yeah. Season E030. Ah. Okay. I see. Okay. Yeah. Time's getting closer to when my mom's gonna retire as well. She has a decision to make coming up next year because I don't know if you have this at your school, Robin, but my mom works as a counselor at a community college, and one of I guess something that happens every certain number of years is something called she has to prepare her quote portfolio where she is reviewed every certain number of years. And if she doesn't retire before next year, she obviously will have to go through this portfolio process. I think it's spring of 2026 is when she's due for that. So, and that's going to be some extra paperwork and all that stuff. So, if assuming so she's trying to see if she can retire, if she wants to. She's trying to decide if she should retire before that, so she doesn't have to go through that. So, that's a year until then. So, you know, she's currently weighing the pros and cons right now of whether or not to retire now. You know, pension calculations, all that stuff. It's nuts. No, we don't have that. Yeah, because you're in a I don't know. Are you high school or middle school or elementary school? I don't. Obviously, it's not college. That's a different thing. Especially in this case, a community college. So different things, I guess. Yeah, we've got a lot of faculty and staff family members in our group. Yeah, obviously, I don't know everything that goes on because I don't butt into to people's work, even if it is family. Uh, I know what based on what I see externally, and during the times across my life where I visited my mom's office at work. Third grade teacher, okay. It could very well be just the different. You're teaching kids as opposed to my mom dealing with adults. She used to also teach a class back in the day as well, but she's primarily a counselor, and she hasn't done teaching in a long time. So it was her choice to teach a class. Man, holy throwback back when back when I was young. Okay, but we reached the top of the hour. We're gonna go ahead and start wrapping things up. Last call for any comments, questions as I end up the stream. So it was a quiet stream today. It looks like. I'm guessing it's beginning of March. People are doing their taxes. I don't know. I'm just making a guess there. Don't think it's spring break yet. It's kind of early. Well, who knows? It could be for some people. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm trying to remember if it was last week. No, it was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I believe our local one of our local high schools and middle schools had a midwinter break during the week. The week encompassing President's Day. So that was something different. So some people had it off 2 weeks ago. I'm assuming you're talking about Matt's username on PokerStars. It's Easy Wit Aces. That's assuming he plays today. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in, for watching today's episode of the Monday Mic Drop. It's episode number 30. And if you enjoyed the stream and you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit the like button. I definitely appreciate it. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, share the stream with others, and hit the bell icon to be notified once I go live next or once I release a brand new video. All right. Until then, for those of you in the Poker Club, tournament will be starting in about 12 minutes. I'll see you guys there. And for everybody else, have a great rest of your day. Have a wonderful week ahead. Next stream will be on Thursday for our PokerStars Home Games Live. And hopefully I get you guys some new videos up in between. And in the meantime, the day 5 recap of Poker Marathon Week will be coming up shortly. I should have that ready for you guys in the next 24 to 48 hours. I already have the clips ready ready to go. I just need to record the post commentary. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. Take care, everyone, and go make it happen.